Morning, Cincinnati. Guess what's now bridging the generation gap? Music, of course. But this in the form of vinyl records. Albums are making a comeback, and as Local 12 Sydney Benter reports, it had people young and old lined up around the block just to get into a local record store.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
No, this is real life and not fantasy. Vinyl records are making a comeback. On National Record Store Day, music lovers flocked to Shake It Records in Northside, one of those stores many thought was extinct. Chuck Viens bought some old albums from his youth, including the Grateful Dead and Fleetwood Mac. He's glad albums are back.
I think people today are learning that digital format just doesn't sound the same way that vinyl does. And from what I understand, a lot of young people today are getting a chance to listen to vinyl again and don't realize what their favorite songs really sounded like.
This is a new Doors release, so some Doors music mixed with some Indian music, so that could be pretty interesting.
And it's not the 50 or 60-somethings like Viens who is buying vinyl. 24-year-old Hunter Fluery says he has thousands of albums, from ABBA to Zappa.
I've been collecting vinyl since I was about 10 years old, so I've always just enjoyed it. I like the sound, I like the quality.
So what is it about the old vinyl records that make it attractive to young music lovers?
Maybe they've never experienced where the music comes from, like the grooves of the record, or they have to participate in playing the record. They have to put the needle on the record, and there's more. It's a record album's almost like a piece of art.
Sydney Benter, Local 12 News.
Now, Blaze says music companies are now selling a portion of an artist's new music as vinyl records. As for old records, the problem is finding them since many have not been re-released. I had some really good friends, and they always had history with a certain record. Whenever they'd get in a fight, his wife would put on ABBA, Dancing Queen.
Oh, then he knew what was going on.
Right, and then he was like, you can't be mad when you're listening to Dancing Queen. I think it's a great healer.
It's funny, because I can remember back to music class in elementary school, that was how we listened to songs, was with a record player.
So we're so dating ourselves.
But I never owned any myself, I have to say.
Oh, you're missing out.